There was something still missing from this Gold Star family memorial area. The kneeling Gold Star mother with poppies in front of her to remember a fallen child. The battlefield cross that since the Civil War marked the spot where military service personnel made the ultimate sacrifice. And a soldier on one knee with his hand extended waiting on the POW MIA wall. Here's Sutton Betty, the sculptor, who we spoke to when the other pieces were installed in May.
Yeah, so this is remembering. So he's a kneeling soldier, war on terror. He's going to have his hand up against a granite wall that's not yet installed. So the idea behind this is he's remembering a fallen soldier.
I think you got her there.
So after months of waiting, the large piece of granite arrived. 3,500 pounds of protected monument. Delivered all the way from India, a piece so big it had to be shaped overseas before being delivered to J.F. Bloom and Company.
You gonna try to lift this off there now, or what?
I looked it over pretty good. I mean, there's not a scratch, a chip, anything. I mean, a lot of sometimes these big pieces, they travel so far that...
After getting the box off the truck and standing it up so it could be unwrapped, extra care was taken at every step of the process.
That's pretty good.
It's a process, but if you have the right equipment, right, it helps a lot.
The protective pallet removed and the plastic covering cut away, we got our first look at the laser-etched monument. That's when the real work started, getting the black granite wall into place and secured on top of this 900-pound granite base.
Yeah, no, chalk line center too.
The biggest issue, of course, is fitting this wall in place as close to the soldier's hand as possible without damaging it.
That's tough with him there, right? If, you know, the tree we can deal with a little bit, but you're always afraid, you know, you bump it. The black granite's really weird. It's so dark, but underneath it's really light. So the minute you scratch it or chip it, right, it shows up. It's weird.
With the base laid just so, and secured with this putty-like compound, it was time to drill. All 3 holes, deep into the concrete below to be able to support a wall that will stand for decades. It was then time to move the wall across this moat of mulch
Does that look okay,
to the
Tony?
base, and then on to 3 anchors of steel rebar.
Oh. Towards Ryan. Okay, now, Frank, can you push it?
Yep.
That may sound easy,
Okay. It's weird on the pins now, but we're fine.
but for the 5 or 6 men, including the operator of the crane,
Okay.
this was a delicate duty that took precision and patience.
The worst part is getting it down, right, because it's so heavy. We get it on sticks to get it in the right spot, and then that clamp, right, get it up to get the sticks out and get the compound underneath. So it's a process. But
Once the wall was on the sticks, the clamp was brought in. A tool designed specifically for this purpose, to help perfectly place nearly 2 tons of monument onto an area inches wide.
That rubber thing.
That putty compound again is there to help secure, with pennies underneath to allow some airflow.
If he can bring it up just a hair, we can move it.
Just up, just a skosh.
Right on it. Why don't you go? You guys look like Frank. Can you eyeball that down there?
After a few manual moves to align the edges of the base and get closer to the hand, the wall was where it needed to be
That's fine.
to complete the area.
Yep. I think it's really, really good.
Just amazing. One thing I was worried about initially is as big as it was, you don't see the soldier. But now I kind of really like it because you're down there, you see the Gold Star and you see the lady, but then as you come around and you get behind it, all of a sudden you see POW. It's like you're discovering more and more and more. It makes a statement. There's going to be people that will be emotional about it.
Taking a long look at this memorial, I'm reminded of the words of our 35th President John F. Kennedy. The cost of freedom is always high, and Americans have always paid
What do
it.
we do to honor? I mean, we got some unique people here. We've got a POW MIA. I mean, we got an MIA from Vietnam, and we've got people here who have been POWs, and we got people that have been killed in action. And it's just, what's the right memorial? And looking around, I think we hit a home run.
For Papillion Now, I'm Michael Severe.